What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome to round 3 of Cliffy's Champions League for season 3. It's amazing to think that after this episode we are almost a quarter of the way through. Well, we will be a quarter of the way through the round robin. So we're going to start off first with the Snipers. Last year's defending champs yet to get a win, taking on the unbeaten Wolfpack so far. They did have a bye in one of the first 2 rounds, but won their only other game. So let's jump straight into it, which is what we've done. It is the Wolfpack who are going and batting first, and pretty good season for them so far. Obviously, we are only 3 games in, and it's still very hard to speculate on what the top 4 is going to be, but to pick up wins early on is what you want to do. You do not want to be playing catch-up cricket or trying to catch up to that top 4, leaving it to the latter rounds, which is what teams need to do. And I think teams, like the Snipers, who are currently 0-2, really do need a big game here and really do need a win, because otherwise it is going to be quite difficult for them to obviously defend their title, their reigning title that they have gone and got. But very good start, I must say, by the Wolfpack. Cook is moving along. He passed 50 first. Everson's gone and passed there too. Not lighting it up strike rate wise, but definitely leaving. Well, there definitely is a lot of work that can be done, and a lot of well, not work that can be done, but there's a good platform that they do go and have. 150 partnership between these two, and it's come just over, just after the 30 over mark. So plenty of time to accelerate and plenty of wickets left in hand, which is what the Wolfpack will be liking. Tyson Bennett and Clapperton both say no to your hundreds, though, boys. Cook gone for 98 off 117, and Everson run out by Clapperton for 93 off 101. But they have gone and done the job, the 2 openers. Seen off the new ball, they've batted well, and they are going to put the Wolfpack in a very good position heading in to the second innings. Clapperton gets Morris for 21. Jack has made a quick 50 on the way to 300. 3 for 269. Henry, he hasn't had the greatest of tournaments so far, and Taylor has been good in his 2 games that he has played. He has got rid of both the captain and the wild card. Henry first for 7 off 8, and then Sampson clean bowled for 10 off 12. So he will definitely go and take that there. And not the greatest of starts for the Snipers. Remember, chasing 269 for their first victory of the season. Clapperton, I believe, went first to smart LBW, and then Lapakis has gone for 16 off 28 LBW to their wildcard Mitchell Johnson, and a lot of work still left to be done for these guys here. 30 overs, well, under 30 overs to go now, and players are really going to have to start scoring with a good strike rate. Zebel's gone and picked up Dale for 26 off 39. And it just is not looking good for the Snipers. Last season, they were so good. They were the fairy tale story. They managed to get up in the end. Not the case, it seems as though, this season, as they are really struggling. Philippe gone for 42 off 49 to Vanderberg. And I believe it was then Ray who went, and then Muscat. Bennett gone as well. He's gone bowled smart, caught Cook for 6 off 4, and this is going to be a big win for the Wolfpack. It's going to keep them unbeaten as well after the first 3 rounds, and they'll definitely go and take that. Wade has now gone and passed. He has the second top score, surprisingly, the number 11 for the Snipers, and possibly a promotion for him in the batting order is in tune coming into next season. But the Wolfpack get up by 64 runs. The Snipers just really struggled to get anything really going on the board. Good all-round performance from Vanderberg. He picks up our man of the match. 54 not out of 50 and 3 for 42 for the captain. You can't ask for too much more than that from your captain leading from the front. And as we can see, the Wolfpack, they do go top. They are tied with the Master Blasters on 4 points. The Vikings, they have a bye, so they're going to stay on 2. So there's plenty of movement, plenty of opportunity for all the teams. Teams from 4 till 9 to possibly go and move up to tied with the Wolfpack. Next, we have the Shredders taking on the Wicket Takers. And again, I do just want to apologise to any new players who were drafted into the Wicket Takers for not changing the side. Again, I don't know how that happened. I put the screenshot up on my Facebook page with the team, with the batting order, and somehow it just hasn't saved. I don't know how it did it, but again, I do just want to apologise for that there. But it would be funny if they went and won the season, because they had a pretty good game last week, obviously picking up a win, and still got a fairly good side. And the good thing is, looking through the changes, there were only about, I think, 3 players that are not in this side. So it's not, the end of the world. It is still very annoying. And as soon as I realised it, I was like, oh man, this is just an absolute pain in the ass. Right, we're going to go through the wickets. Warner went very early on to Yeoman for just one off two. And then I believe it was Dan Barnes who was run out for, by Illett, sorry, for 54 off 59. Then it was Bench Boy picking up Romeo for 8 off 9. And Ellington really leading from the front, the captain. He's gone for 87 off 89 deliveries. Bench Boy's just gone and picked up Hesselgreave as well for a duck, third ball duck. And Cameron, who obviously now is the captain of the bashing Bulldogs, still playing for the wicket takers in this season, obviously. He is moving towards 50, has just gone and passed it there. But the wickets do just seem to keep tumbling. Luke Court's gone to Smith for 6 off 13. And it's still going to be a fairly decent total that is going to be put on the board here by the wicket takers. I believe 259. And I must say that Kumar's season just continues to fail. He's gone for another golden duck here. He has not had a good season at all, has the Shredders captain. Doesn't have a big average at all. We have been talking about it in the stats. Now, stats is something that hopefully I am going to start uploading probably every Sunday night or even Monday morning for Cliffys Champions League, just so you guys can go and see how everyone is doing and how you are doing in terms of everyone else in the league. Corp, he's gone. He's picked up a 50. As I said, Alan got Kumar for a golden duck. And I can't even remember. My memory is like a goldfish. It is absolutely terrible as to what we are chasing here for the Shredders. We will have to wait and see. Corp's gone for 69 off 78. Dahinga, he was one of the stars last season for the Shredders. I believe he was named their MVP. He's gone and picked up a 50 as well. And it's a very well-timed 50 as well. It's something that very much is needed for the Shredders side to go and try and pick up the victory. Very strong bowling lineup the wicket takers do have still, and they'll be looking to go and get that here. Dahinga run out 83 off 89, and Cook has gone and picked up a couple. Actually, he's gone and picked up 3 now. So things looking very interesting heading into the last 5 overs, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. As I said, I can't 100% sure remember what the Shredders are chasing down. I think it was around 259. It was actually only 251, so I believe whoever hit the last runs finished it off with a 6. But Dahinga getting man of the match, the anchor of the innings, 83 off 99. Can't take away from Tommy Ellington's innings either, 87 off 89 with the bat to put the wicket takers in a good position, but it was not enough to see them get up over the Shredders. Moving on, next we have the Sharks taking on the bashing Bulldogs. 2 teams at the moment that are languishing in mid-table. Both will be looking for a win, I guess, just to move themselves up. With that, I was going to say with that win from the wicket takers, but they didn't win. The Shredders, they improved to 2-1 as well after 3 games. So they head to the top of the pack with the Wolfpack and the Master Blasters. Enough talk. Let's get into the Sharks and the bashing Bulldogs. So it is the bashing Bulldogs who are going to be batting first. And Fisher didn't really get an opportunity to bat. When he did, he only faced 4 balls before getting out to Imran Tahir. And hopefully myself, we can back up our good bowling innings. I think we had 6 for 17 last week, which is an absolute incredible display. Ashcroft went first to Kitchen Fitz for 36 off 37, and then captain got captain, Cliff getting Cameron for 18 off 9, and then Bolton for 6 off 15. So what a run of bowling we've had so far, and what a run this is for the Sharks so far. Kitchen Fitz, he's joining in the party as well. He's got 3 wickets so far, 3 for 43. He got Lamont, he got Clancy. Jay Pookie's come into the attack. He's gone and got Earl as well. And all of a sudden, the bashing Bulldogs looking like they are in a big hole, and they've got a lot to go and try and get out of. Baxter's gone and picked up Aroa and Stark, and that is it, boys. Just 139 is the total that is being chased here by the Sharks. So I'm imagining so that this is going to be a very, very short game and a very short innings from the Sharks. Turnbull, he's carrying on from what he did last season, obviously the league's leading run scorer by an absolute mile, by head and shoulders. Danny Bray, he's gone to Lamont, so that will give the bashing Bulldogs a little bit of hope that they can go and get something here. He's gone for 22 off 23, but at the end of the day, when you only have 140 on the board, you really do need to go and start well from the top, and that is something that the bashing Bulldogs have not gone and done. Turnbull goes and picks up a 50. He's moved past that there, and he is going to stick around, you would have to say, for the rest of the innings. Cosmos misses out on a 50. He's gone to Stark for 49 off 42, and Stark got another one as well. But Cliff comes in, continues his amazing run, 13 off just 3 deliveries. That's incredible. Stark got another one. He got farm with for 1 off 8. But that is a huge win in the context for the Sharks. They win by 7 wickets, move up to the top, move to those 4 teams that are currently on 4 points. This game here does have an opportunity for the boundary bashing Bulldogs. Man, I got those two mixed up. I believe in one of the first 2 episodes. I've got them mixed up here again. The Master Blasters have an opportunity to possibly go top by themselves with a win here, whereas the Boundary Bashers, they will be looking to go and move up with those teams that are currently sitting on 4 points as well. So we're going to go and head into it. It is the Master Blasters who are batting first against Chiz's Boundary Bashers, and we will just have to wait and see how everything goes in this game. And then we do have one final game left to go. I'm not 100% sure where that is. I think it's Royal Hiney and someone, but I can't remember who. Sledging Cyclones, that's who it will be. Just had to eliminate the teams in my head. De Kock's gone. He's made 36 off 33. He's gone to Darcy. And Darcy has kind of led a little mini collapse here. So first of all, he got De Kock. Then he got Russell for 42 off 44. And then he went and got the captain McIntyre for 15 off 16. Lowe has gone and chipped in as well. He got Hasty for 1 off 5. And then he's got Tho for 12 off 11. And Ari's gone too, so things are not looking good here. Darcy is possibly moving to the second 5-wicket haul of the season so far. Ilya's got Ravenhall for 27 off 50. His resistance, not really too much. Livingston has run out Patterson for 9 off 11, and we could possibly see another very low-scoring game. De Villiers has got Sharky for 12 off 10, and they were just looking to move slowly towards the 200 mark here, the Master Blasters, and you know, just to get something on the board, you've got to give the ball back to Darcy Chiz. You've got to give him that opportunity for the 5-wicket haul, and 200 is what they have gone and slowly moved towards. They have gone and got their 203 for 10. So 203 all out. Sharky's gone and picked up Duff, who's had a very poor start to his season so far. And De Villiers, a wild card, going very early on too. So 7 off 7 and then 5 off 4. And Sharky's gone and got 3 in his first, in his opening spell, I should say. He's got Darcy as well. So a very, very good effort by him so far. Remember, 200 is all that is being chased, but wickets in hand are going to be key. Obviously, the Boundary Bashers do have quite a long tail when you look at it. 4 specialist bowlers, which does help them bowling-wise, obviously taking wickets, but it does leave their tail a little bit exposed and a little bit longer than most other teams in Cliffys Champions League for Season 3. But it's looking as though these two are putting on a nice wee partnership. Beavis has gone and got Jones for 45 off 60, but he has definitely gone and done his part. He has made a partnership with Bosbury, and hopefully Bosbury and Thomas can continue this on. Sharky's gone and picked up his 4th. He as well is 1 away from the second 5-wicket haul of the season. Can't manage to go and get it, but 4 for 42 off his 10 overs. You'll definitely go and take that. Thomas has gone for 29 off 37 to Irie. Ilya's gone for 1 off 5 to Hasty. Lowe's gone for 0 off 8 deliveries. And Chiz is going to have to hang around here. He's going to have to hang around with Livingston. He can't do that. He's gone for 6 off 17. And holy crap, we have had a tie. A 203-run tie. Would you believe it? The Master Blasters technically stay unbeaten. They haven't lost. They've tied. They pick up a point. Boundary Bashers pick up a point as well. Now that point may have a big influence heading in to the playoffs. That 1 point could make the difference. It could be the difference between finishing 5th and 4th. We will have to wait and see. But a tie, very, very exciting, very frightening. We're moving on to the final game. The Cyclones taking on the Royal Honey. Both teams really needing a win. The Cyclones more than ever to keep them in touch with, I guess, the top 4. And it is hard to say that, you know. We are only in week 3. We still do have another 8 weeks to go after this. But if you go 0-3 at the start of the season, it is going to be very, very difficult to get on a roll and get yourselves back up towards the top of the table and to make that top 4. It is going to be very, very tough. And the Royal Hiney, they've gone off and got to, well, they've gone and got off to an excellent start, I should say. Frost has just gone and passed 50. He's going at about a run a ball. So is Lickley. And a very strong batting lineup. We've said this over the past 3 seasons for the Royal Hiney. They always do seem to have a very, very strong batting lineup. When you look at Callis, you look at Spriggs, who was the second leading run scorer in Season 1. Lindsay, Crook, both very, very confident and capable batsmen. And then you've got the wicketkeeper of Connor as well. Frost, what is it about people not being able to make hundreds today? Getting into the nervous 90s, doing a Kane Williamson, and getting out. 98 off 96, but he has gone and done his part. Good partnership with Lickley. It was around 150 odd runs, but Lickley's gone. Allen's picked up a couple of early ones, and as I said, the strong batting lineup, we are going to have to see it now from the guys a wee bit lower down. It was Callis who went first to Nadeem for 14 off 28, and then Allen got the captain, Spriggs, batting at number 4 for 2 off 4. And it still is a fairly good total that we are seeing on the board here. 265 is what is being chased. And it is going to set up a good wee chase. The Cyclones have got off to a perfect start. Both players were striking at over 100. Travis Head, who recently, you know, there could be a... I'm trying to think of the word. You know, there could be a case that possibly he could be dropped out of this side because he has been called up to Australian duty in real life. I think he's joined the team in Sri Lanka for the 5 one-day series, 5 one-day international series. My words are all over the place this morning. I do apologise. But let's get back to this game. Head's gone for 38 off 30. Then I believe it was Kapoor who went to the captain Spriggs for 7 off 3. And Harvey's picked up Brown for 16 off 22. Smith is still in. He is moving ever so closer to his 50. He's actually just gone and picked it up there before going and getting run out for 61 off 75. Callis, the great Jacques Callis, he's got the captain McKenzie. 2 off 6. Caught and bowled. It is going to take a lot of work now to go and recover this for the Cyclones. Remember, 265 is what they're chasing, so it's not out of it, you know. It is still within a very good chance. Harden gone for 14 off 14. Bold Callis caught by Connor, the wicketkeeper. And you'd have to say that the Cyclones probably aren't going to pick up this win here. Kay's got 50, but just couldn't really get that support that he did need. And that is going to mean that the Cyclones are going to head to 0 and 3. Callis picking up 3. Was a little bit expensive, but Frost getting the man of the match. Very, very close to scoring that 198. And Lickley, him and Frost really went and set up the big total for the Royal Hiney. The Cyclones in the end falling 21 runs short. My God, my words are just appalling. I'm glad that we are at the end of this episode. So what this means for the table, Master Blasters, they do sit top. They've obviously had that draw. We then have 4 teams that are on 4 points. The Boundary Bashers slightly behind with that draw as well on 3. A handful on 2. The Vikings did have the bye this round, so they do have a game in hand. And the Sledging Cyclones and the Snipers, they're going to have to start winning very, very soon if they're going to have a shot at making the top 4. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you had a good weekend and have a good start to your week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I've got more Don Bradman, my career, coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.